Hey guys, it's SoundKiller, and today I'm going to show you how to make some very cool, sharp drum fills here in FL Studio. So first of all, I'm going to play a demo track which is using this technique on drum fill. So let's first listen to that. So the technique I'm going to be showing you guys for the drum fills involve the drum fills that you can hear here. As you can see, it's very sharp, very nice, clicky drum fill. So if I turn off the effects and the master, just so you guys can hear a raw. That's how it sounds in a raw performance. So let's start by selecting the sample. I'm going to show you what sample I use. I use the Exclusion Essential Drum Fill Jamaican Fill 03. So let's listen to the full sample here. So I'm just going to delete and drag here. This is the original sound. So it's a bit slower. I believe it's 140, but we can fix it by setting this by right-clicking here to 1 bar, which is the length this drum fill occupies. So few things happen now. It's adjusted and it fills exactly 1 bar, so we can set it here to our 1 bar. And since we shorten it a bit and it's now faster, the pitch went up a little bit, and we want that because higher pitch means sharper sounds. So let's just adjust this to our liking. I'm gonna loop this part here just to hear in context. So I don't like that, it sounds like that. So I'm just gonna select this part here like we have. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna delete everything that is here and start from scratch, explaining the things I am adding into the bus here. So I'm gonna start by adding a transient shaper. The transient shaper I'm using here is a transient processor by ImageLine. So it's stock in FL Studio. You do have to purchase it, it's a separate purchase, but there is, for you Windows user, a free alternative called Transpire, which I'm gonna display here on screen. Transpire is a free alternative as a transient processor, and I've used it a lot, so I definitely recommend it. So now we have our transient processor open. What I'm going to do is I'm going to crank up the attack and crank down the release that has a sharper transient. So let's hear that. And now let's listen without the transient processing. So what it does is that it makes the initial attack more clicky, and then it suppresses everything that goes after the attack. So every attack sounds very nice and clicky. So next thing I'm gonna add is a EQ just to clean up a little bit the loop. So what I like to do is I like to remove everything after the 10,000 hertz around, and I like to boost that 10,000 hertz area. So then I go here at around 3000 hertz, make a dip there, then 1000 hertz, boost it up a teeny bit, remove this area here, something like this. You can also boost the low end just a teeny bit. It's just making a tiny adjustment that makes it sound a lot cleaner and nice. So next I want to add the Waveshaper, and the Waveshaper is going to make a very powerful difference. So just listen to this. I'm going to grab this tension knob here, just going to drag it all the way down. And see how clicky it now sounds? But it's a bit too exaggerated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the mix at around 50-60% just to mix that clickiness with the original sound. So now I'm making it even more clickier with just what I want for this particular style. But since it's now extremely clicky, what I want to do is I want to return some of that release again. So I'm going to load up a saturator, and I'm going to be using Maximus for this example. And in Maximus, I'm going to turn off all the band compressors and just use the master compressor. I'm going to grab here this dot here, set it all the way up so it's basically not compressing the sound. I just want to focus on the saturation. So I'm going to take the ceiling knob, set it to -0.1, and set this to 1%. And then I'm going to adjust the pre-gain so it makes it a bit louder and it saturates it even more. So let's try 4.8 decibels. And we can also saturate it more depending on our taste. So that's around the sweet spot. So now let's listen in context with everything. And there you have it. A very sick, awesome technique on doing some cool drum fills. So it's actually nothing complex. It's just playing with transients. So hopefully you guys learned something new with here. Hope you guys apply it in your music production. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, this is SoundKiller.